Welcome to another edition of Talon Talk. Andrew Rogers with Carson-Newman, senior long snapper Andrew Bradshaw. Andrew, let's start our walk up the field here. 6 seasons now in Mossy Creek. Reflect on these past 6 years.
It's been a journey. Of course. I guess that first year I came in and Dawson Campbell was here, and he was an amazing role model of what I needed to be on the field and off the field. And then I guess we had that second year of COVID, which was kind of just all over the place. We ended up just playing one game there and then following it with the next year and then just kind of building year after year after that and just trying to be, I guess, the best you can be at the position.
How did you get into long snapping? Was that something you did in high school, middle school growing up, or was that something you got here and that was a position of need?
I actually wanted to be a quarterback. Okay. I think like every little football player there wanted to be a quarterback. In 7th grade, out in the driveway throwing football with my dad, I was about 5'2", probably 170, little tiny kid, but he kind of was like, quarterback's probably not going to be your strong suit there, and he kind of got me started in it and kind of just ran with it more than anything and found a passion for it when I stopped growing, kind of stopped at 5'9", 5'10", and then realized that played O-line in high school and kind of figured out that it's going to be tough to play O-line kind of on the smaller side of things, so kind of ran with long snapping and just went from there more so.
Yeah. I'll circle it back to you playing quarterback, scrambling quarterback with the size you had.
I actually made it one practice at quarterback, and that was as far. My middle school team actually ran the option, believe it or not, and I just couldn't understand it. So I lasted one day and became an O-lineman after that.
Wow. When broadcasters are talking about long snappers, it's probably a bad thing because the snap was bad or whatnot. How challenging is it for you to be so consistent but also handle the pressure of needing each snap to be perfect?
It's something I think you build over time. When you start, you begin, you're learning a new kind of skill, that kind of thing. My dad always says it needs to be like riding a bike. And so I guess that's the goal you shoot for. And I guess on field goals sometimes the laces are going to be thrown back a little panel off or a full turnaround, but it happens and you just have to bounce back from there.
I'll change it up here and ask a couple fun questions.
Sure.
What's your best college stadium, favorite college stadium you've played in or been to as a player, and then do it as a fan?
As a player, I would say...
You can pick Burke Tar if you want. That's an option here.
Ooh, that's a tough question. We've been in a bunch of different places. I would say that the home games they're good. They're awesome. Just being, I guess, that home field advantage, I guess, side of things. But it's really cool for me when I get to kind of go back home and play in Salisbury at Catawba. So it's pretty neat to kind of play in the stadium that I kind of grew up in as a kid, going to games as.
And that's coming up here in a couple of weeks too.
It is.
What would be, or if you had to pick one person to have dinner with and rack their brain, who would it be?
I think I'm going to go Elon Musk.
Okay.
Probably a little bit different pick, but he just models the business model he's got with the different ventures he got is something that I can just strive to hopefully accomplish one day in the accomplishments he's reached.
That's a good answer. Let's circle it back to football here. How would you say you've developed not only as an individual but also as a skillful long snapper and one of the best in the South Atlantic Conference?
Just learning year after year, play after play, just punt after punt. There was that first year there were a bunch of tackles that I should have made and missed, but you learn from the mistakes and just kind of you just got to grow more than anything and just building upon what you've already established more than anything.
You and several others across the country, really across all kinds of different sports, have that unique pleasure of having so many seasons with that COVID year.
Sure.
So you've been a part of this program for so long. What would you say you've enjoyed the most about the past 6 years?
Just walking in the building and just knowing the legacy of what it is when you walk through the doors, the former players, the support that I guess the community, the alum offer. It's just one special place to be.
Andrew, enjoyed the walk. Best of luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
That's senior long snapper Andrew Bradshaw. I'm Andrew Rogers on this edition of Talon Talk.